Hello, we are back with more Vintage Cube. There's just gonna keep running it back. Okay, we got some 5-mana Planeswalkers, Pack Rat, Tinker, and Swords to Plowshares. We're gonna take Tinker. This card's very good if you pick it up early, and then you can know that you're just going to build your deck around it. Looking for Blightsteel, Memory Jar, Sundering Titan, even an Inkwell Leviathan or Mer Battlesphere are fine with this card. There's not much else exciting in the pack even. I think Teferi is very good, and Swords to Plowshares is very versatile, but Tinker's the only broken card, and we draft Vintage Cube to do broken things. Okay, out of this pack we have, wow, Karn Liberated, Mindslaver, Taxing Probe, Mox Diamond, Upheaval. So Mox Diamond I think is the best combo with Tinker. Just really cheap artifacts I think are the hardest thing to get to enable Tinker. But if you have a critical threshold of them, then you can really do some busted stuff. Upheaval good with Mox Diamond. I love Karn. I think he gets worse in Vintage Cube over some of the other ones because yeah, I don't know. He's still very, very good though, but he's just not an artifact. Honestly, I'm taking Mox Diamond here. It's great with Tinker. It's just a great enabler. It does have a very heavy drawback, but it taps for any color, and that's really important in some decks. Hopefully we can wheel a Mindslaver, because tinkering into Mindslaver is pretty strong. If you have 7 mana, you can just take their turn for 7 mana. Ooh, okay. Wow, this is actually tough. Tolarian Academy is the card we're going to want the most if our deck gets there. So in the best Tinker decks, Tolarian Academy will make our deck even better. In like a mediocre Tinker deck, Glen Elendra will really shine just as a way to interact with our opponent. Same with Dig Through Time. I think honestly I'm taking Tolarian Academy. In all honesty, it probably should wheel, and then Solemn Simulacrum I think would be the correct pick. But I think taking Tolarian Academy now just guarantees we get it, and if we're just going to be prioritizing all artifacts, Tolarian Academy can do some really powerful things. So no artifacts in this pack, but we do have Trinket Mage that can find Mox Diamond and hopefully any other Moxen that we happen to grab. So that's definitely something to consider. There's also Charter Course, which I like more, or a little bit less in non-aggressive decks, but there are some ways to reanimate artifacts with like Duretti and Goblin Welder that make taking Charter Course a little bit more of a consideration. And again, Duress also could be good, but we're drafting for the nut artifact deck here. I think getting Tinker, Mox Diamond, Tolarian Academy in order really sets us up. So we're gonna draft as if we're going to get those cards and hope for the best. Okay, so there's Goblin Welder again. He should be wheeling, and we're not even completely convinced we need this card. I'm just gonna grab this Force Spike here. I would take Turnabout if there was nothing else, and there was a chance we could end up Storm, but Turnabout and Tendrils are in the same pack, so we're not getting both. Yeah, I'm more of a fan of Force Spike than I think I should be, but it's so good. Just nobody expects it, and then once they do, it basically is like, if this card is in your deck, everything costs 1 more mana. Just a really powerful effect. So we're kind of not seeing any artifacts, which worries me. There's some really powerful dual lands here. So Underground Sea opens us up to playing Tezzeret, which I like a lot, and I think more than Lightning Bolt, just as like a random card. So we'll take the Underground Sea. Blue fetches or blue duels are just so strong. Okay, Mishra's Workshop. Again, I don't see a reason not to all in at this point, because we have all the enablers. We just need to get the cards that they enable, and there's not much else exciting. I think the only card that we could be taking here is Phantasmal Image, but in the decks where this is good, it's just absolutely busted. Ooh, Shackles? Lightning Greaves. I like Shackles, and if we are mono blue, this could still be really solid. But Lightning Greaves enables Metalworker and Goblin Welder to just do stuff instantly. This is tough, actually. Because Shackles is kind of a way to survive, whereas Lightning Greaves does nothing for a while. But if we have Tinker, I want Lightning Greaves so we can like tinker out a Blightsteel, equip Lightning Greaves right away and just kill them. So still drafting as if we're going to get the nut deck. I don't advise doing this all the time. Like if you're at the top 8 of a pro tour, maybe this is the correct approach because it's kind of binary. Like either you win or you don't. In which case you kind of maybe want to go all in on archetypes like this, but it definitely has the capability to just crash in your face if someone else is taking your artifacts. Here, I'll take a Field of Ruin. If we are basically mono blue artifacts, oh, okay, this is very good. This, yeah, I'm very happy now. I think I like Mindslaver more than Forge Master. It's very hard though. They're both excellent cards. Especially with Lightning Greaves, Forge Master can be just so strong. But we already have Tinker. Yeah, I'm gonna take Mindslaver, I guess. This card can just win games out of nowhere. Okay, Commit to Memory. The flashback could be nice. I'll take a Duress. We have Underground Sea, so we could end up playing black. I like seeing this. This means that artifacts just weren't really opened in this pack. But we have all the enablers that would make people want to take artifacts. Okay, Goblin Welder did not wheel. I could see a world where we turnabout if we get a High Tide. I guess I don't want to play against Freyalise, huh? Goblin Guide wheeled. The wrong Goblin, though. But yeah, we have all the artifact enablers that really anybody can take. So outside of people taking general artifacts just because they're good, I think we're pretty set up here. We should get any Tezzeret. Someone took the 5-mana Tezzeret, didn't they? That's weird. I don't think he's that good. He was really good when Time Vault was in the cube, because he was a 1-mana combo. Oh boy. Well, I think we have to take Mana Crypt here. This deck wants colorless mana. Mana Crypt enables turn 1 Tinker. Just Mana Crypt, Island, Tinker, go. So we have to take that. Passing a Mox, but I think especially in this deck, this card's just way better. And we're hoping to wheel maybe a Repeal. This pack on the wheel is not going to be great for us, but this pick was so good. Yeah, really happy with that. So we want Metalworker in this pack. Ooh, really nothing here. Oh, that's kind of upsetting. There's Blink of an Eye just for some interaction. Demon Lord Bells and Locks, not. I don't think this card's that good, right? You just draw a non-land, and if it's big, then you get it and more. It seems like it would draw like maybe 2 cards. So it's like a 6-mana 6/6, 2 non-lands. Not the end of the world, but not busted by any means. I kind of want to take a Watery Grave. There are still some black cards we could play, and Blink of an Eye is fine, but I'm not super thrilled with it. And taking this, I think just better fixing enables us to play stuff like Duress or Toxic Deluge. So honestly, this might just be a Wormcoil engine deck. We have Mishra's Workshop. We can play turn 1 Wormcoil. It's decent with Tinker, either to sacrifice it to get the worms or otherwise. Yeah, with Mishra's Workshop, I think Wormcoil is pretty good. It's like a medium card overall, but in this type of deck, I think it's really solid. Okay, Sphinx of the Steel Wind. So that's really only good with Tinker. Very good against red. There's a Deceiver Exarch if we want to kind of backdoor into red-blue. But I think I kind of just like the Sphinx here. We have 2 black producing lands, so if we can get a white source, like it's possible to cast it off like a Mox Diamond. I don't think this is an opposition deck. We have 2 creatures. Okay, I'll take the Sphinx. Ooh, okay. So there's 11 cards in this pack. Coercive Portal is busted, and this deck can really cast a fast smokestack off Workshop. And Venser is just pretty good. I think I'm going to take the Portal, because I think a fast Portal is like always good, whereas a fast smokestack is like situational. And this card frequently wheels, so we're going to take the Portal. Just a good card in general. Selesnya Signet, I mean, it's an artifact. Passing Mishra's Factory, which I like as well. Painful Truths, maybe I would play, but I'm just going to take this Signet. Really ups our artifact count. Here we can take... So there's Duretti. We want to go that route. Good with Mindslaver. It would be pretty taxing on our mana base. We could also just take like Rashad Port and go almost colorless. Sacrifice an artifact. If you do, return an artifact. So the Duretti deck is, in general, a better deck. If we find like a Dak Fade, I would play that. I think Duretti is enough better than Rashad Port that I'm going to take him. Ooh, Gush. I like Gush in this deck. Yeah, it's better than Inquisition, I think. Jite? I mean, I don't think this is a Jite deck, but you never know. I'm not taking Falconwrath Gorger or any of these. This isn't a Shrine deck. I'll take a Jite. There's a world where we play this. Even if it is just like a 2-mana artifact. Guess Mazavith, right? This is the colorless land. Mazavith, I think, is just better than Fatal Push. Alright, Sword of Temptation should not go this late, I don't think. This card's very good. Exquisite Firecraft, Gideon Terastodon. I guess there is a world where we play Firecraft, but it's... Hopefully we don't. I really don't want that. What is going on here? So this is a 4, this is a 5. Okay, Smokestack Wheel, that's good. Now I kind of wish I had Rashad Port, because Rashad Port Smokestack is a pretty sweet interaction. They sack a land, you tap a land, they're just down a bunch of mana. Wonder who took Goblin Welder. Probably someone with a Black Lotus. Goblin Welder Black Lotus is dumb. Also good with Lotus Bloom. Not as good with Lion's Eye Diamond. I only have one card in my sideboard? No. Okay. What? Guys, no, this shouldn't ever happen. This card... First of all, this card is worth a lot. You don't get to keep it, but... This card's very good. Why is this wheeling? As the last pick? There must have been something better than this. Or... There must have been something worse than this card. That was an amazing wheel. I think I'm still going to play these just on the off chance we can cast this Sphinx. Ooh, Blightsteel. The reason to play Tinker with Lightning Greaves. Would love to take Signet, Preordain, Relic, Sneak Attack. True Name, less so, but we have to take Blightsteel here. And honestly, we can probably cast him relatively easily anytime we grab Tolarian Academy. So this deck is looking nice. Probably not Durettiing. But we somehow got this Rashad Port back. I don't even know what's going on there. Put Mazavith here. I don't know if I'm playing it, but I might. Ooh, Mystical Tutor for Tinker? Yes. You know, I'd love Counterspell and whatnot, but doing this really enables the amount, or improves the number of turn re-tinkers we can do with this deck. Again, I'd play Counterspell. I probably would play Hostage Taker. We have the 2 black lands, but Tutoring for Tinker is too busted to pass up. This pack is not amazing. So Spyglass. It does improve the number of cheap artifacts we have. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And I don't really want to play Jite. There's also Kozilek and Treasure Cruise. This deck is not going to put many cards in the graveyard. I guess I'm going to take Spyglass. I mean, it stops Planeswalkers, lets you see their hand, and it's an artifact. Sure. We just want as many... Basically now we're all in on like turn 3 Tinker. So we're probably playing GT just as something to sacrifice. Ooh, okay. So Duplicate is really good. An artifact too, we can cast it early. Factor Fiction is also busted. It's a hard choice. I think I want Duplicate so this deck has a bit more interaction. It gives us a little versatility with Tinker. Now we're set up for like Wormcoil, Blightsteel, Mindslaver, or an Exile effect. I would like to take Fact, but guy's an artifact. Metalworker would be an insane pickup. I don't know why anyone else would take it, so I think if it is open, we should get it. No Metalworker. Show and Tell made me think it was Tinker, but then I was like, wait, we have Tinker, but Tezzeret is an excellent reason to play these duels. I love Tezzeret, just a very powerful card. Lets you kill your opponent with like Mox Diamonds or GT. The other consideration would be Jehoira with like Captain, but we don't have much red, much reason to be red. This just fits better into our deck. And it can win the game on its own, so really happy about that. And if we're playing Tezzeret, I might want to play Duress, we'll see. Ooh, okay. There's Inkwell Leviathan, Tanglewire, and Disc. I think we have enough top end. Wait, did I just cut Blightsteel? Get back in there. I think we have enough top end that I don't really need Inkwell. Is this a Tanglewire deck? It's good with Tinker. We have Tanglewire and Smokestack. Gosh, I don't think I'm turnabouting. Yeah, I don't think I need a Leviathan. We need early artifacts. Disc is bad. We're gonna take Tanglewire. Not a huge fan of this card, especially without a Goblin Welder, but in general it's pretty good. Ooh, Chrome Mox. Yeah, I'm down for that card. More 0 mana artifacts really enable the busted early plays that this deck can have. Even just playing it for nothing works with Tinker, works with Tolarian Academy. So pretty excited about this card here. Yeah, this deck's looking awesome. Not sold on this GT, but oh man. Raids would be very good in this deck. But she's double black. Huh. Lotus Bloom would be fine in this deck, but not super amazing. I guess we can Tinker for it, but that doesn't do anything. I think I'm gonna take Black Braids. Just gives us the interaction we need. And there's the Rakdos signet to help us cast it. Yeah, I'm down. Because this deck can really turbo out Braids. Braids Smokestack? Oh yeah. Maybe cut Sower? Because then our blue requirements are pretty lenient as well. And we're mostly a colorless deck. I think given that, I might even want to Duress. Maybe. We'll see how the lands go. Hostage Taker? Okay. This is just non-creature, right? Non-creature, non-land. Versus Hostage Taker, steal your artifact. Yeah, we need this interaction, I think. Blackleaf Cliffs. Not gonna be playing that, but whatever. It's just instant or sorcery, right? Okay. I could see a world where we want Rakdos' return. Don't want to play against this. Not playing any of these. Not playing this. Okay. I mean, this deck is pretty great. We have a lot of playables. I don't even think I'm main decking Sphinx. We have Blightsteel, so if we play against like red-green, I could main deck it, because I think in those cases it's a better Tinker target. Mazavith maybe we don't play, and this is 24 with a mana crypt, so this could just be the deck. I still don't know how I feel about Jite, but it gives us like some semblance of interaction. Sword of Temptation is great too, though. We have, I think Hostile Tinker is better in this deck. We can generate a ton of mana and just recast the card. Whereas if Sower dies, then we're just kind of stuck. Braids, Trinket Mage, Tinker. A lot of Signets, Lightning Greaves. Yeah. Yeah, this deck is great. 7-3. So as far as black sources go, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I think honestly we can cut one more island for a swamp. Because if we're playing Braids, we want her on turn 4 like pretty consistently. So it means we want double black, and we still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 blue sources? Yeah, 10 is plenty. We don't. The only double blue spell we have is Commit to Memory. Do we want Gush? Maybe we don't want Gush. No, we do. We can generate tons of blue. Okay, that's the deck. I'll see you guys round 1. Hello, welcome to round 1. Ooh. Honestly, I think this hand is perfectly acceptable on the draw. Trinket Mage can get us one of our 0 mana artifacts like Mana Crypt, and that can just take us away. So we're gonna keep. Chrome Mox, I'm not sure what's gonna be exiling, but with 2 draw steps, hopefully we can at least hit 1 land, and they kept. Okay. Braids. I'm gonna play this untapped and pass. It gives us more time to hello. Yep, pay 2. To decide what we want to Chrome Box and really hope to hit a land next turn so we can get off this Trinket Mage. Otherwise, Braids is not good. Land. Well. This is awkward. Go. Oh wait, no. Oh, thank goodness. We need to cast Chrome Box, otherwise we have to discard. And I think, given that we have Smokestack, we're just gonna exile Braids. Is it Charm, counter? Okay, I kind of need to Force Spike that, unfortunately. This card needs to resolve. Sorry, Braids. We need Trinket Mage to hit more land drops. What is it with us and getting mana screwed lately? This deck is playing 15 lands in addition to, or 16 I think, in addition to Chrome Mox, so it's like, dude, okay, whew. Focus, you got this. Okay. Wow, they snap took a card with Impulse. I don't like that. Did you see how fast they took that? Land, please, land. Okay. Yeah, there's no world where Tangle Wire is better for us than a land. We're gonna grab Mana Crypt. No reason to play it this turn. We could set up to Smokestack Tangle Wire, the Wombo combo. But I think I'd rather set up to just draw a land and cast Wormcoil. What did you take off Impulse here? Nothing. Okay. Oh, I don't really have much choice but to go for it. So let's see what happens. Okay. We might just die to a Deceiver Exarch here. But if we're not dead, okay. What did they snap take off that impulse then? They didn't take a land. They didn't play anything. Wow. You got Soul Ring and Mana Crypt? Holy cow. Okay, it looks like they're on Storm. You can have Mana Crypt. I don't want them to have enough mana to cast Dark Petition. I think I like this split. Because Mana Crypt really gets around our Tangawire plan. They main phased it too, that's interesting. And Urborg lets them cast Dark Petition. Yeah. Because their limiting factor here seems to be mana. Dark Petition just seems awful. What did they take? They took Mystical Tutor, okay. Alright, again, we're still hoping to draw lands here, so we can... If we hit land, we can Tangawire with Commit to Memory Up, then I'll feel really happy. And Tangawire really cuts down on what they can cast next turn. Taking damage, but it doesn't really matter. Okay, we hit a land, so play the land and swing. Now we cast Tangawire. Oh, we could commit their Soul Ring on top? What does this tap? This taps 4 things, so they go 1, 2, 3, 4. They keep 2 off Soul Ring, they only get 3 mana? I kind of like just playing Smokestack here. It really puts them in a hard place. Because Tangawire is not permanent. So like they really have this one turn. Doesn't matter yet, but eventually the sequencing will matter because we want them to sacrifice and then tap. And I can't imagine them being able to storm off here with 4 things being tapped. But I've been wrong before. Then we... Oh, this is actually sweet because every turn they're losing 4 permanents because every time Tangawire goes down, Smokestack goes up. Okay, that was enough to win. So they appear to be on Storm, so I'm bringing in Duress. Not Sower, not Mazavith. Hostage Taker is very good against them. Their mana is insane. I probably just don't want Duplicate, right? They just appear to be on Storm. And without Duplicate, this card's just like a 6 mana 2/4. I think that switch is totally fine. Yeah? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, this hand is great. Turn 1 Mox. We can Field of Rune to really limit their mana. I'm gonna play an island. Or wait, I kind of want to swamp as well. This is tough. Oh man, Rashad Import. We are going to turn 1 Rashad Import. No, turn 1 Signet. Okay, there's too many options. I think we're gonna just discard this swamp to Mox Diamond. Because we want the islands for Gush. Although if we draw Black Braids, that's so good for us. There's a lot of decisions here. If we discard Island, we're just never... I guess we could just hardcast Gush, and that's not bad. I think, given that, we're going to go Swamp, Signet, Swamp, Mox Diamond, discarding Island, Signet. Yeah. Okay. And we can Field of Rune. Well, we'll Rashad and Port first. We can Trinket Mage for a land. And we're gonna play around days, I guess. Yep. Grab a Mana Crypt, cast Mana Crypt. Upkeep Rashad and Port your land. Man, I don't know why people keep passing this card, but it is so good. It is good. We are taking damage here, but so are they. Okay, we drew an island. Kind of like just Field of Ruining the Wandering Fumarole. But I also kind of just like casting Gush. One, two, three, four, five. Yeah, let's just Gush. Ooh, Mystical Tutor? Okay. Then just Rashad and Port, and we can Mystical Tutor for Tinker. And we can just do that on our upkeep, I think, right? Yeah, we'll have plenty of mana. Or honestly, we can just Tezzeret them to death. Okay, so we should get a post upkeep. Fails. I won. We're gonna cast Tutor here. Tinker. Play this. We're gonna Tinker away. I think this Mana Crypt. Because we have tons of mana. So Mindslaver is kind of the funniest. Blightsteel puts us open to Dak Faden. Blightsteel puts us open to Dak Faden. That's fine. Attack. And rather than playing Tezzeret, I think we're going to do some Field of Rune shenanigans. And we're just not even going to use Chrome Mox. We're just playing this so that we can Tezzeret. So this gives them more mana in their upkeep, which I don't necessarily like. But we're just going to tap it. Oh, we can't even do both. Yeah, never mind. Alright, we're F6'd. Can you interact? You cannot. See you guys round 2. Alright, back for round 2. We are on the play, which is great. Oh, wait. This is a turn 2 Tinker on the play. Sure, I'm down for that. We're gonna lose Force Spike, unfortunately, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. They mulligan to 6. And what you doing here? Struggling on this scry. This hand is so good on the play. The only way this gets ruined is if turn 2 we draw Blightsteel. But even then it's not. I think we could just get like a worm coil or something. Yeah, this should be fine. They have path. This is bad. Oh. It's worth waiting a turn to be able to do it all at once. It's definitely worth waiting a turn. So they level up here. Don't play Thalia. Don't play Thalia. Okay, GG. Oh, I love this deck so much. Tinker, Blightsteel, Lightning Greaves? GG. Oh, this deck is busted. Oh my gosh. Game 2. So they're on aggro. Sword of Temptation actually could be good. Let's see. So we probably want Sphinx, right? It's pro red and green. But in all honesty, that Path Textile still just kills that like anything else. And we can just get Morn Coil. Okay, that's staying out. I don't like braids in this matchup, so we're gonna do this and cut a swamp for an island at the least. And we're on the draw. Elizabeth could be good. We already have Jite. This deck's too good. Too good. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about like Smokestack, Tanglewire, and all that jazz, but that's what our deck is built to do. And if we can just like slam a Worm Coil, Lightsteel or something, we should be fine. Maybe I want Sphinx instead of Mindslaver? It's just a very powerful Tinker target. Alright, I'll do that. Because we can cast Sphinx off Signet, Diamond. Not impossible. Alright, Sphinx is coming in. Because, like, Mindslavering a mono red deck is fine. But I'd rather just be doing this. Obviously, if it's in our hand, that's, like, pretty bad. Maybe this. Because Smokestack, especially on the draw against the deck playing 1/1s, I don't like. Huh. Sure. On the draw, this hand is good. No play? Yes. Okay, now I like this hand. Field of Ruin is not great, so I think we're gonna discard Field of Ruin. And if they didn't have a 1-drop play last turn, they probably won't this turn. But I kind of want Watergrave. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna play Mox Diamond, because I have to force spike it before we have to discard. Discarding Field of Ruin. And playing Watery Grave tapped. Next turn we can play Signet and still keep up Force Spike. And then we'll have Commit up. Okay. It's going pretty good. Pretty good. If we can draw a Tolarian Academy, then we can flashback memory, that'd be sweet. Mnemonic Tutor. Yeah, I don't want that. You could be getting Strip Mine. Like, normally the reasoning is let them resolve the spell and then you counter what they play, but if they're getting like Strip Mine or Wasteland, which is totally reasonable, I don't want to be part of that. So Rishadan Port. So we cannot port plus Signet. but we can go Signet into Lightning Greaves. And that really protects our Sword Temptation next turn. So they have one turn really to do something. And if it's a creature, we're taking it. And if it's not a creature, we can bounce it. So really the best play they can possibly do is something like Crucible of Worlds into like Wasteland. Which, given what their deck looks like, seems like something they would be doing. So I think it was definitely good to counter Demonic Tutor. Or if they're just getting a Mox for more mana, like, all around. That animation on the... Oh, oh, dearie me, yes. Steal your guy. Equip. Hit. Re-equip so you don't kill our sower. Go. Oh my, that's so good. And it has pro black, so they like have to swords it or something. Okay, Hero Bladehold is annoying. We're missing mana here. Attack, so we can just trade that for Mirren Crusader. So I think I'm just gonna play Coercive Portal. If we hit lands, we can just duplicate. And I'll keep them both back. I guess this should not stay back. But I want to block with this, and I will just block Hero straight up. That might have been a bit risky actually, because if they Vindicate Crusader here... Oh, they can't. Okay. We just draw our... what is it? The 0 mana that adds 2. We could just duplicate Hero of Bladehold. Oh, that'd be so good. Bold attack. We're gonna take the 4. Oh, they triggered it wrong. Perfect. Really got to be careful for your triggers there. Homage. Yeah, let's do it. If they had swords, I feel like they would swords there. I think Coercive Portal is actually better than this Signet, so we're gonna tinker away this. So Blightsteel is just game over. Yeah. Okay. I mean, it's not game over right now, but it has Shroud and Haste and it's indestructible, so... I don't know why it made me assign combat damage 3 times, but it did. Cool. Speedrunning this. See you guys in the finals. Alright, we're in the finals. Mediocre hand, but definitely a keep. Turn 3 Hostage Taker is pretty powerful here. Spyglass could also be good. And they did not have a turn 1 play, which is good. Let's not draw any more lands, though. That would be a deal. Okay. I guess I don't want them to know that I'm auto-yielding. Smuggler's Copter. Well, now we are going to be Spyglass naming Copter, I believe. Right now. Oh gosh. Actually, Armageddon doesn't get us that badly. So they're going to play Legion's Landing, and they're hoping to crew the Copter. Elspeth Knight Errant is going to be a problem, though. This is tough. So we can let them crew the Copter, and then grab it with Hostage Taker and just prevent them from Elspething. The problem with that, I think there's not that much problem with that. Honestly, I think I have to name this. I have no way to deal with that in the late game. Yeah, because we have Hostage Taker to deal with this. So Elspeth does nothing, but we're taking 3 and they get to loot at least once, which is not ideal. They played Plains. You just Armageddoning? Okay. Well, maybe now I just let them discard Elspeth, sure. Mana Crypt. They have Legion's Landing, Armageddon. They have really no way to deal with this copter. So we can go Swamp, Mana Crypt. That gives us 5 Signet Hostage Taker. We can't cast the copter, but I think that's good. Oh, wait. No, we take the Restoration Angel, right? Then they have 1 turn to find an answer, and then we blink it? Oh, yeah. You have 1 turn to kill my Hostage Taker. I think this high-risk play is worth it. Because we're on the back foot here, but if they can't kill it... then we're just going ham here. You can Legion's Landing, but we have a Resto Angel to block your copter. Yeah. Discard Sky Marcher. Okay, we take 3, but this is not going well for them, I don't think. Tails? Yes. Okay. So we want to hit because we're going to Restoration Angel this back. You may spend mana. Okay, I was like, wait, I have to pay the color? That scared me. Oh, this is so good. Yep. So, do I take the Smuggler's Copter or just their lands? I think I like just taking their land. Because they can't even attack into Resto. Cast this. And we can smokestack away our mana crypt so we don't just die. And we can also smokestack away a Chrome Mox here. Ooh, Trinket Mage gets Mox Diamond? I don't think that does anything, does it? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we really want smokestack here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Smokestack. Land. Go. They've hit lands pretty effectively. History of Benalia. That's good against smokestack for sure. So we're gonna do the flip last. But a Soot Counter for sure. But that is the last turn of that happening. We can Trinket Mage here. I think we have one thing left to grab. Guess it's better to have Mox Diamond in play than a land. And we're just gonna have to wait here. Probably they just sacrifice. Legion's Landing costs 3. Okay, so they did sacrifice that. I felt like that was their only way to get out of this. Wasteland doesn't do anything. And we have quite a few draws here. We can also sacrifice the Spyglass, so Soot Counter happens last, but we are putting a Soot Counter. Goodbye, Mana Crypt. Yep. Lightning Greaves. Just because, cast Chrome Mox. This can protect Resto. We have Benalia. But it pumps their toughness too, which is a bit annoying. I think they should have kept Legion's Landing, because then it would have flipped this turn and they could have started making knights. So we take 4, we're gonna double block these knights, so we can kill 1. And we keep 1 creature here. I think Smokestack staying on 2 is the best for us. If it's 2, and then 2. We're sacrificing this and Chrome Mox because that doesn't do anything. The answer is no here. Force Spike, funny. So we pass turn again. Force Spike actually will be quite good after the Smokestack hits. So I think Smokestack has to go up to 3. That kills all their stuff. We are going to sacrifice Island Lightning Greaves. Actually, yeah, we'll have plenty of mana off Rakdos or Tolarian Academy. This cuts us off. No, we have Mox Emerald. Yeah, we're gonna sacrifice Island Lightning Greaves. Think. Yeah. Yes, that makes them sacrifice everything. Because otherwise they can keep the Copter and then we're in trouble. Now we hit for 3. Because they lose their Copter. And we have Force Spike up. We lose everything. On our turn, we're going to sacrifice Smokestack, Rakdos Signet, and Swamp. Nope. Ooh, Feel the Rune is nice. And we have Force Spike and they're dead in 3 turns. Yeah, this went pretty well. Student of Warfare. That one gets kind of annoyingly big. I think I just Force Spiked that. Okay, game 2. So they're mono white aggro with Armageddon. Thor is again coming in for braids. I mean, Smokestack is bad, but it did win us that game, so I'm keeping it in. If we can just get, I mean, Tinker should win the game, right? Oh my gosh. Keep. Yep, I'm down. This is a turn 2 kill. Whoa, wait. Wait. We have so much mana. Chromox, Tolarian Academy, Mana Crypt. Because Smokestack's really bad against Legion's Landing, so even if we jam it turn 1, we're kind of dead. I don't even think we're imprinting on Chromox. One, two, three, four, five. We can actually commit and Mystical Tutor. Not bad. Leonin Relic Warder. Yeah, that's gonna get... Is it? Where does it go? Third? Second from the top. So it's second. I Blightsteel. They're not going to draw it next turn. Yeah. Wait, why did it use all of my mana? Oh, right, because this doesn't tap. Okay. So we Mystical Tutor on upkeep. Grab Tinker. Tails. Okay. So we can tinker away this Chromox. And I mean, Blightsteel is just the best option, right? They got 1 turn to deal with it. Swords to Plowshares gains us like 15,000 life. Alright, 3-0, 6-0. I'm gonna look at this deck again because, oh boy, was it some spice. Look at that. Return to details, view your previous deck. Yeah, this deck was so good. I think just fast mana is a great way to win the game. We got to Tolarian Academy there. Smokestack proved to be a bit useful. Tinker and Blightsteel won so many games. We never got to Braids, but similar effect to like Smokestack and Tangawire. If your opponent can't do anything, you're in a very good spot. So thank you so much for watching. Hopefully we can draft more sick decks like this, and I will see you guys next time.